Hello BL fans, and welcome back to another video on the wide world of BL. I'm Aaron, of course. So today we're going to be talking about a topic that is pretty common in the world of BL, and that is the idea of a shipped couple, or a couple that is made for the particular drama that they are starring in. And so I'm posing the question. I posed the question on Instagram and on Twitter. So if you're not following either one of those links will be in the description of the video as well. So go give me a follow on those platforms as well. As always, like the video, share it with your friends. We're trying to build this into something very reputable, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying sort of my opinions. I know it's not the typical fanboy kind of thing. Don't worry, there will be plenty of those. I've had some fanboy moments in my videos, so hopefully that will become more and more as the videos go on. So I pose this question: are shipped couples necessary in BL? And, to answer my own question, I do believe that there is some validity to that. Um, because when you have a drama, you obviously have the main leads, right? And so that's who the drama is about. And so you need them to have that same chemistry and that same dynamic that I talk about in most of my videos. Um, and so I think having this idea of, a shipped couple, even if it's for just that particular drama, a lot of studios will kind of group those actors together, kind of giving them this imaginary relationship or what we call a shipped relationship. Um, and it's mostly for the fans, right? Because it's a couple that the fans can get behind and support, and the more that they do together, the more popular, we'll say, that that particular studio becomes. But not only those actors become more popular, and that's why they have a whole bunch of different fan clubs uh, in and all around Thailand and China, and where all of these Asian BLs are produced. Um, but on a strictly professional level, it it does increase the popularity of the BL from a publication standpoint. So, of course, the couples that I have on the screen here are like the top four that when you instantaneously ask, okay, give me an example of, a shipped couple. Well, there's Bon Prim, there's Afghan, there's Fort Gemini, and Porsche Arm, they get an honorable mention because they are an actual married couple. Um, and so in their contracts exclusively, they work together. And within those dramas, they are a couple. And even though same sex marriage isn't legal in Thailand, they've still made that pledge together. And I wish them nothing but love and happiness. They've been together for 15 years. They've been a shipped couple for 10 years, and then they've sort of been in this married life for 5 years. Um, and so, they have truly made their mark within the world of BL. So they got an honorable mention in this video. But yeah, going back, increasing the popularity of the BL from a publication standpoint, thus making it easier to promote because you have couples like Bon Prem and Afghan and Fort Gemini or Gemini Fourth. However, um, they're out there publicizing, they're out there promoting not only the studio that they're working with, but also the drama that they're acting in. And so the more they're seen together, the more publicity, the more popular that that particular BL will become. And so I think in that instance, it's necessary to sort of have the main couple in that role. I mean, even if it is a role to them where they have to pretend to be in love and dating this other person, um, it's still something very tangible. And it's something that is, you know, not even necessarily for them as actors, but it's what they're representing. And so it it becomes a symbol for every member of the LGBTQI plus community. This is our representation. And, these actors are also advocates and activists as well for our cause. And so they take it very personally. And a lot of times, yeah, you'll see when they're off screen, sometimes it can get a little uncomfortable. But I don't necessarily think that it's uncomfortable in the sense that they have to maintain this role on and off screen, because it's like a really good friendship for them. Like this, they work with this person day in and day out, and they're with them practically 24/7. So they are going to get close, and they are going to form that bond that could be misunderstood as something more. And some do actually end up maintaining a romantic relationship, but at the end of the day, we have to remember that they're also humans. And so, they're, I don't, most of them are probably straight that are pursuing this as an acting role. And so for them, it is a little bit different to have to show certain kinds of affection towards another man when, that's not something that they would do in their typical normal daily lives. And I think as fans, we have to remember to give them that respect, because we're not them. We're not in their shoes. We don't know the pressure that they're under. We can only assume the pressure that they're under to try to maintain that facade. And so, while most of us know how hard it is to even come out ourselves and to actually want to be in a relationship, and in countries where that is still very much frowned upon in society, it's getting better, right? It's getting better. But I think from a fan standpoint, we have to remember to give them that respect, to not always expect them to stay in that role, in that character, when they're not actually performing as that character. Some don't mind doing it. Plenty of, interviews and everything else. It's clear that, they obviously have this sort of brotherhood. They have this unique friendship where they can act that way in public and it not trigger anything within them. And that comes from those that have worked together for long periods of time, like Bon Prem and Afghan and, Porsche and all of them that have been consecutively in different series with each other, both as a couple or as enemies, frenemies, enemies to lovers, which is another video coming up. I'll be doing some tropes within the BL, but that's a little self-promotion right now. So the idea of the shipped couple is mainly for the audience, right? It's for the fans. It's for us. It's giving us hope. Those of us who are very much unlucky in love, we have something to aspire to. We have something that represents us on a basal level, right? The basic human level of we just want love in whatever form we can find it. And if it's through the dramas, or if it's through the fan meetings, the fan clubs, however we are able to sort of satiate that desire within ourselves, we project it onto the actors, and we're sort of living vicariously through them. And so it is very necessary, because it's not only awareness, right? It's trying to normalize something that should already be normal in society. But for whatever reason, there are very many reasons why it still probably won't be for a while. But I think having these couples to kind of hold on to, and to re-experience the passion and the intimacy and everything that comes with being in a relationship, the drama, right? That, as a fan, is where my connection comes from. That's why I keep going back to these series over and over again. Even though I laugh, I cry, I punch things, I go back to laughing, I go back to crying, but I mostly punch things, just because I know the struggle. I know how hard it is. I know everything that these characters are going through. So it's very relatable. And I think that's what makes a really good BL, and what makes a really good shipped couple, are the ones that can project my own feelings onto the screen. And so I feel like I've been given a voice, and in an otherwise voiceless society, right? And so I think they are important to that degree. And let me know what you think in the comments. Let's start a conversation. Who's your favorite ship couple? And what do you guys think about the question? Are they necessary? Let me know in the comments if you think they're necessary. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, give the video a like, share it with your friends. Let's get this sub count up. I want to make this a good platform for anything and everything related to BL. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.